Hey, are we ready for this?
Yeah, let's run it. Take one. Man, it's been a while since I've been on the Red app, man. Look, first of all, Happy New Year to all of y'all. Let me turn it down real quick. Happy New Year to all of you guys. I have been gone on here for well over a month. I think almost 2 months. In fact, I was supposed to drop a vlog because I just took a business trip back to Florida again, at Florida State up in Tallahassee. But the way the vlog happened, I recorded so much in the month of December coming into the new year. By the time I sat down and started looking over all the footage, I just didn't want to deal with it. So I'm keeping the footage, but I'm not uploading that vlog. So we're starting a new one. A lot has happened since I've been gone. In November, we bought a whole new lens. Tamron, the 17 to 70 mil. That's a 25 to 105 on my full frame A7C. I missed you guys, man. I really been more so getting back into the consistency of posting on TikTok and Instagram, but I kind of been slacking on here with y'all. So we finna double down. We got a lot to talk about. It's gonna be a lot of yapping this vlog. I'm gonna try to break it up so I don't yap y'all heads off too much. We finna try to hit the gym. After that, we're gonna hit a coffee shop, which is crazy to say because I didn't think I would get into I didn't think I would get into coffee shops, but here I am. Also got a new Switch 2 for Christmas. Been playing that. I've been playing. I bought Star Wars Outlaw on that. I could have bought it on PC. Could have bought it on PS5, but I bought it on Switch to have something to play on the go. And I also got Zelda. My little brother let me hold Zelda, the first one. I got that one. Been playing the mess out of that as well.
Shout out to the feelings. They showed me what I should've tried. Shout out to the seasons. They showed me that God is enough. Shout out to the bad times. They showed me I'm.
You know what? I completely forgot to mention. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen it because it's obvious, but I cut my hair. And I'm tripping. I have to remind myself that I told Instagram and TikTok this, but I didn't tell you guys. And y'all like the first family. And everybody that's been watching me on YouTube for however long, y'all like the real day ones. Y'all get the nitty gritty. Y'all get all the stuff in detail. Even though I don't drop consistently, you get all the stuff in detail. A lot of yapping. The real BTS type deal, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take the durag off actually because I'm gonna get hot in the gym with it on. I get this ring off my head now, so I'm gonna be looking crazy in there. If you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I am posting on there consistently like I've always been. I'm getting back more consistent. In fact, I'm now finna really target trying to grow on Instagram because normally I would just post on TikTok and then sometimes pick and choose what to post on Instagram, but I'm finna actually take into consideration and put action towards growing. Make sure this thing ain't moving. Actually trying to grow my Instagram account. Is this moving? Are you guys moving? I know you guys are shaking, but today we're gonna be shooting in the gym with the 17 to 70 mils. I'm gonna show you guys what that's looking like. That's been really fun. I got it in November and I've been using it ever since, almost every day. I just dropped a TikTok talking about the 17 to 70 mil yesterday, so if you haven't seen that, go check that out. I'm gonna do a whole video on here separately going in deep detail, which is also a part of me leaning into a new content niche, I guess you can say. Getting into a, is that a Viper? That's a freaking Viper. Did y'all see that? Dog, that's a Viper. I gotta tell my little brother, I just seen a Viper. I'm working on getting into a new niche, on short form more so specifically, but it's also gonna trickle in and be affected on here because if y'all been following me on there, you guys know on TikTok, Instagram, it's been a lot of gym content, a lot of stuff revolving around gym content, which has been fun. It's been great. I only ever decided to get into doing gym content because I went to the gym so much. I might as well record something, and I saw it as a way for me to practice my skill set with the camera. Composition, lighting, trying new shots, trying new edits and whatnot, and it's paid off. It's helped me a whole lot. But I kind of got myself, I don't want to say got myself wrapped into it, but I got myself to a point where I started getting more into the gym community, which is great. I want to do that, but not in the way that I did. I got into the gym community as a gym person, but I want to get into the gym community as more so somebody who has really good camera skills and goes to the gym. If that makes sense, But yeah, I want to get into telling more stories. I want to get into more advertisements, short ads, whether it's products, whether it's an idea, but just telling a story, promoting something, bringing awareness to something. Oh yeah, that too. New gym. I didn't tell you guys that. We're going to a new gym. Gym has more gym creators, content creators. I've been seeing people in there that I've seen on social media, YouTube. It's a crunch. We're headed that way now. So see when we get there.
Look,
It's so many ways I can get in his presence. Fresh off the wake up, I gotta dig in the word. It's the only way I'ma stay present. I'm one with the spirit. I stay to be showing them love like then we don't need us a wedding. I stay with the spirit. Don't always know what to do, but no, I'ma make it to heaven. I just wanna live with the cross, keep playing with sin. I promise you see what it costs. Straight out the jungle, know that I'm trying to stay humble. My life could've really been lost. I can't believe I smoking a reefer and swinging a stick in the air like golf. We talking about killing the flesh, and he dead in the street, and we outline butter with chalk. Look at my partners and pray that they get out the flesh. I be telling them it's only death. Pray that they look at my life and they see that I'm BGG. My sin got the belt. I used to be with them chasing the ticket, cause money the only thing we want dealt. Life get weak when you in the trenches and anger the only thing you had felt. We from the creek where things get sticky. You gotta run with your hand and your blicky. I used to pop out with G2Cs. Nowadays I gotta run with the giddy. I had the block of a demon, they know that it's up, but whoever, I'm trying to get jiggy. One try to run before I put shells in his back, his partner yell out.
All right, man, so we found a coffee shop. Workout went good. Throughout the middle of the workout, that's when the work came in. So I finished up, no rush. We got here to this coffee shop. It's a new coffee shop. It's called Mint Coffee House. This is how this coffee shop looking right now. One thing that I've been having issues with is like trying to take big leaps. You know, like my goal is to read the Bible morning and night, and I'll do it. It's not that I don't do it, but I only do it when I feel like I can read multiple pages in a day. If I don't have enough time, I'd be like, you know what, I ain't gonna read. I want to read like, you know, multiple chapters in the morning and then multiple chapters at night. In reality, bro, I gotta take the small steps, you know, the small victories, the small wins. Those things are gonna add up. If I only look to take the big wins, I'll never be consistent because there's days when I read and days when I don't. But even if I just read a chapter, a verse, a page, whatever, like I gotta take that and work with that and grow off of that instead of not doing it at all. Right now I'm downloading the work. Got a little bit to edit for Isabel, and after that, I'm gonna be done for the day. It's already 1:54, finna be 2. I'll probably get done with this. If I lock in here, which I probably am, I'm gonna be done with this in probably about an hour and a half, and then the rest of the day is just up to me. So I gotta drink this up. This stuff, look, I do not like this right here. Now we're getting back into a new routine, a new flow, a new workflow. But this time we're doing it different, man. We're putting God first in everything. You know, we're honoring Him. We're not getting too caught up in the views, too caught up in the feedback, the comments. You know, none of that stuff, man. We're doing our thing the right way, so a better way. So we're just getting in the routine. This is it right here. This is me getting out the house to be able to lock in, get more things done at an efficient, more consistent rate, consistent basis, so that I can have time for other things. So that's what's going on now. Today's the next day. This feels good. This feels good and weird. It's been a while since we've done a video like this, just sitting, talking. For the ones that's been here for a while, you guys know like a lot of our videos back in the day used to look a lot like this, sitting at a setup at a desk talking. But it feels good being back. It's been a lot of vlogs, a lot of moving on the go, stuff like that. I wanted to talk to you guys real quick. I know it's probably gonna be like a short vlog. The New Year's in. I don't want you guys to think that what we're about to talk about is New Year's resolutions. These things that I'm about to talk to you guys about they've already been plans and goals and like in the works in December, before the New Year, in November. I haven't talked to you guys in about a month or something like that. And it feels better talking to you guys and talking to TikTok because you got to get so much fast content quick, you know, get straight to the point. Here, I can do that, but I can also be myself and know that like the real one's gonna stay and watch the whole thing, you know? Right now, like I'm really working on I'm recognizing and working on taking the small wins, because I kind of lost my way with that. For example, I recognized it when I got into reading my Bible. I've really been working on reading my Bible a lot more since September, and I've been doing that. I've gotten a lot better at that than I've ever been. But there's days where I may not feel like reading, and I don't feel like reading pages or chapters at a time, and then I just won't read the Bible because I don't feel like reading that many pages, because I'm like, that's gonna be too much, or I ain't got enough time, or you know, I missed the chance to read and I gotta do work, whatever, blah blah blah. And I started to realize, like, man, I'm not taking the small wins, you know, like even if I'm just reading a page a day, a chapter, even if I can only get a verse in, if I just do a verse, that's better than nothing, you know, taking those small wins and stacking them up, and then going from reading a verse, a page, a chapter to reading 2-3 verses, 2-3 pages and chapters, you know. So I'm really working on taking the small wins, because that has reflected into my life in other ways, with the content, with work, with just a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff. This video right here is a small win for me. Like I said, I had a whole video already set to get ready to be put out. I still got all the footage. Took a business trip in the middle of December to go to Tallahassee, Florida, at Florida State, and then we went to Columbus State to shoot 2 videos for Roman Hall, and we did that. So we did 1 out of 2. Got to go back and do the next one coming up. Once I got back from the vacation, because we had 2 weeks off from work, so I was down with my mom and my siblings and my family for like almost 2 weeks, really. I had so much footage stocked up, didn't edit any of it, just like, you know, taking vacation time, whatever. Didn't edit any of it for real. When I got back, I had so much to edit for like short form content, and then the vlog, the long video for YouTube, that was gonna be like 45 minutes. I was like, bro, I don't even feel like doing that. I really just want to get started on other stuff that I have planned already. All right, I just moved you guys, but I think it's cool. So this video is me kind of taking a small win, because normally I've been in this process of thinking, you know, every vlog that was gonna come out, I wanted it to be not so repetitive, something different, you know, at least something other than just here and gym. But that's what my life really consists of now that I work from home, and just really just here and gym. That's where I'm at right now. That's what I'm doing right now, working on right now. And then as far as videos go for work, it took me a while to get to this point where I'm at now, where I finally know what I want to do and how I want to go about doing it. So we're starting to do that now. I'm dialing back on the gym content. I'm still gonna post gym content, but I'm dialing back on it. Like I said before, I don't want it to be gym content and everything revolving around it. I want it to be the main thing, and then gym content revolving around that. So that's how we're reworking it. I also put my website back up in the middle of December. I gotta rework that. I haven't worked on it yet, because when I put it up, that's when I went on vacation. So I was on vacation for like 3 weeks. This is my 2nd week back from being on vacation. So yeah, no, actually, man, shoot, no. This is my 1st week back from being on vacation, so I got to get ready to rework that, and then just like rework it entirely. I want to go into a different niche, a different style of work, still similar and relating to what we already been doing on here, but just taking those skills and applying it somewhere else. These are not New Year goals, New Year resolutions. These are things that I've already been in the works of, like thinking about, planning about, and like, man, from like October to the beginning of December, I was in this like space of you can say limbo, just stuck, like trying to figure out how do I get something out. I had ideas, I knew what I wanted to do, but just on how I went about doing them, my brain just was not working. It just wasn't working. So in the midst of that, I was just trying to take more time to realize, like, man, I might be focusing too much on work. You know, focus more on God. You know, read the Bible, go to church, get in your word, just pray more, man. Just like focus on God more than what you're trying to do for work. Because the last thing I recognized when I cut my hair, I went to the barbershop, was cutting my hair. My barber asked me, he was like, man, how you been? And for a moment, I was about to say, well, I wasn't about to say it, but for a moment I was like, dang. I was thinking like, dang, things haven't really been going that well. Like I ain't did this, I ain't did that. And everything that I was naming off was more so in the physical sense. Things related to money, things relating to work, career, content, videos. And I was thinking like, man, it ain't really going the way I wanted to go for real right now. But then I had to like check myself and realize like, wait a minute. It's not going well, but yet you found a church, join a church. You've been enjoying it. You've been wanting to go to church. And then 2, you've been reading your Bible more than you ever have. You've been praying more, praying better at that. You've been talking to God more on a consistent basis. You know, you've been confessing your sins and working on repenting from them. Like I'm putting too much importance on the physical things of the world, and rather like, you know, what's in me, you know, what's being worked in me. And when I thought about that in the moment, I was like, dang, I'm tripping. So that's when I told her, I was like, man, I've been doing great, bro. I've been doing good, because if I hear that from somebody else, I'm gonna think you've been doing great. And she was like, forget the money, forget the finances and the career, the work, whatever. You've been doing great. you gotta reflect and you gotta go back at the drawing board and look at all this stuff and how your perspective is, what you're thinking about, why you're thinking about these things, where your prioritizations are. You need to put everything towards God, just plain and simple, without going into detail. I don't even know if I told you, but the main reason why I was like getting into these moments of being stuck, not knowing what to do, was because when I transitioned to move up here, my workload for my 9 to 5 just started changing rapidly, like on a constant basis. Like every month it would be like a new schedule I'm having to adjust to, and it's not like a major change, but it's like, okay, now I need to work around when I'm gonna eat here, when I'm gonna have some downtime to chill here, have some downtime to make videos here, going to the gym, little stuff. My schedule started getting less and less and less busy, like way less busy. Like now, bro, I'm only working 3 hours out the day. So I was having so much time to myself. I was like, bro, I'm having this much time to myself. I can get a lot more done. So let's brainstorm and see what I can get done. But I was brainstorming a lot, but I just could never complete the thought process. I could never get a video out. I would start a video, would never finish it. I would start a video and finish it. This ain't coming out how I wanted to. I was just like, it was always incomplete in some kind of way. And I was like, dog, I'm working 3-4 hours a day, and kind of just being on call, waiting for work to come in. And then when work does come in, I do the work. And then when I'm done, I'm done. Like right now, it's the next day. It's currently, what time is it? It's currently 3 o'clock. I got work. The work got sent to me yesterday for today's work. I woke up, got the work done. I've been done since, I got done with the work around 3. I'm done for the rest of the day. Filling up my time with the right things. Having a time to like chill, play the game, but also making sure like, okay, now I know I got all this time. I need to have time to read the word, bro. Not just like read it for like 5 minutes. Like, I need to read the word, like study the word, get into that, praying, not just like, oh, I got all this time to play the game, this time to like just doom scroll. Like, no, because that's what I begin to get caught up in, doom scrolling, watching stuff, just being a consumer, just consuming too much. So that really started to mess with my mind. Like, dude, you got all this time, you ain't got nothing done. Not depression, but just like irritation, frustration started to come in. Like, how am I having all this time and I can't get nothing done? But yet earlier last year, I was working 3 jobs. And I was getting a lot done. But yes, I think that's the update. I finally cleaned my slate. I finally got my mind together, my space together, and we ready to move forward and progress, man. So that was a lot to say. Like half the time when I'm talking about a lot of stuff to y'all, I don't plan what I'm gonna say. Some folks ask me like, do you plan out? Do you write out what you're gonna say? No, I wing it and I do a bunch of takes over and over and over again. And that my brain be rambling as I'm talking, and my breath intakes, I be holding my breath. I'm already talking too much already, but look, this is gonna wrap up the video. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I'm out.